This is Beginning Guitar Video 1, Intro to Guitar Technique, Posture, and the left hand warm-up that we use in our class. Let's begin. I have my nylon string guitar, and I have it in the classical guitar position. And what this means is I've got my left leg elevated on a folding guitar footstool. You can get these at any guitar store. They're usually around $10. And they look like this. Or you can also use something you have lying around the house, a stack of books, a piece of wood, anything that can get your leg about 6 to 8 inches off the ground. So I have my left leg elevated, it's in line with my left shoulder, and I'm going to put my guitar on my left leg. A lot of guitar players you'll see they'll rest it on the right leg, and there's some techniques where that works out great. I'm starting out with a classical guitar technique though, so I have the guitar centered in my body. And in my opinion, this tends to be the most efficient way to play the instrument anyway. So I've got my right hand down here, about at the bottom of the sound hole. You can move it down here if you want more tension and a brighter tone. You can move it up here if you want less tension and a slightly warmer tone. I like my home base to be about right here at the bottom of this sound hole. Now with my left hand, I'm going to think about my fingers being curved at all times, almost like I'm holding a tennis ball. And I also want to think about being able to touch my second finger, my middle finger, to my thumb. And as I'm thinking about that, I'm going to go ahead and move my left hand up here to the neck, and I'm going to keep my thumb in the middle of the neck behind my fingers. I'm not going to have it hooked up like this. Okay, I want to keep it down here in the middle as much as I can. Now I'm going to put all 4 of my fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the first string, and I'm going to put 1 finger down per fret. So I'll have my first finger on the first fret, my second finger on the second fret, my third finger on the third fret, and my fourth finger on the fourth fret. And I don't mean directly on top, I mean slightly behind those frets, so you're almost touching them. Now for the left hand warm-up that we use in our class, you're going to play the 4th fret, the 3rd fret, the 2nd fret, and the 1st fret. It'll sound like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. After you're done with that, you'll move the same pattern over to the 2nd string and play 4, 3, 2, 1. And you repeat that going to all 6 strings. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to the 5th string and the 6th string. Once you've gotten down to the 1st fret on the 6th string, you'll repeat the pattern, but you'll go back up the neck to the 1st string. 5th string, and then 4th string, and then over to the 3rd string, 2nd string, and then 1st string. Now very important, as you're watching this, notice that I'm not lifting my fingers way high off the fretboard. There's no notes up here. So we want to make sure that we're keeping our fingers as close to the fretboard as we can. So that way those transitions to the next string are very smooth. Also notice that none of the notes sound like this. They're not thumpy, they all ring. If you hear those little thumps, that's a sound of you not making firm enough contact on that particular fret. It might be that you need to press a little bit harder, but it's usually that you just need to get a little bit closer to the fret and you need to be more up on your fingertip. So that is guitar warm-up, left hand warm-up number 1. You can find that exercise on our website. And as always, embrace the struggle and happy practicing.